Motherfucker, I'm ill. 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 Motherfucker, I'm ill.
I can check you again, man. Run it down. Yeah, SavageCalm.entertainment. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook. You know, 4 Court Sports on Sunday, 10:30. So, Queen Sanaa, 3 o'clock on Sunday. Crown Talk on Thursday, and Kimberly Michaels on Tuesday. Check us out. Boom.
Y'all can't hear Jimmy.
Yeah, I gotta love it, man. I love creating my own shit. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, your Alpha. Yeah, your Aqua Omega Alpha. Jim Savage, the motherfucking building. You dig? Oh, today's show. I'm just, freestyling. Like always, it's just a little talking here and there, a little blogging here and there. It's the countdown, ladies and gentlemen, to your boy Jim Savage has to go for a lick of it. That being said, what's funny is the funny part, right? I think I'm handling pretty good, to be honest with you, for never being locked up. No, man. Pretty good. But we don't know. We got 20 days left. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, I'm taking it every minute, even though I work 7 days a week, 2 doubles a day. I'm still having a good time. Trying to go in there with last minute memories of how I partied before I got in that motherfucker. The next thing you know, time will fly, and I'll be out with nothing over my head, and then I'm coming after everything. Everything. I got genius kids out there, Mike. They need my guidance. They need some structure. I'm out here about to build the base to a castle. That's what I do, man. That's me, the bigger picture. Without my thought process, without me being who I am, I would never be able to do the things I do. You dig? You know what I mean? Like, I give credit to my mother. She was a whole different breed. You know, it's so fucked up, crazy shit that it's weird. Cause I'm always out in another world somewhere. Always since I was a little kid. They didn't know what was wrong with me. But what I'm saying is this: I didn't realize my mother was an Aquarius like I am until she was long past. I just visited her grave. I've never went to the graveside. I just visited her grave, I would say, maybe 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And she passed when I was 17. I'm 41 right now. And I didn't go because I expected to be so emotional, and I don't like that shit. I hate emotion, man. This shit's weak and whack. But I learned that you have to work with your emotion, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I am the way I am. Of course. I don't know why I am the way I am. Well, I do know why the way I am. And like I was saying, I was giving credit to my mother because she's an Aquarius. We are a whole different breed of people. You know what I'm saying? And she was raised by a very structured military man. And when I used to get in trouble, that's where I had to go. He was the most structured, boring grandfather I've ever had in my motherfucking life. But I looked up to him because that motherfucker would walk across the world just to get the job done. That man was old. And he did shit like a fucking teenager. Like, he didn't like act like one. But he did shit like a teenager. He was in there. You know what I mean? We are a strong bunch of motherfuckers, man. That's all I got to say. But structured by a man, which led her with the ability as a female to give a sort of structure to a young man. And to be honest with you, I believe that was a proper structure because I wouldn't be the man that I am today without that type of guidance. Yes, you know, emotion snuck in because she is a female. We saw that moment, and that's what we were taught. But there was something inside of me that I already had inside of me that kept me right in the neutral area of wanting to know more about being the man about everything. You know what I mean? So this is where I like to put the title into what I'm talking about. The Domino Effect. I don't know if anybody else ever said that shit, came out with it. I really don't give a fuck. But that's something I use. And I believe I came up with it myself. But, you know, you never know. People do all types of shit. But I use the domino effect to structure my mentals and work with the things that affect me in life. And also use it for learning people's ways, learning my ways, learning life's ways, nature's ways. And I'm taking all this to build the God inside of myself, because nobody's going to give me the information to talk about. Like I always say, if I'm in the image, and that's what y'all go by, the Bible. But if we were to take the Bible away, I would still feel this way. The image of a God, any part of a God, image, inkling, or anything a little bit of a God is a God. If I'm a part of that, I'm gonna take full advantage. I want to know exactly what type of God I am, whether it be a human God, whatever God it may be. I'm going to be that. So I've been therapeutically giving myself therapy, learning how to build my own world because I'm not weak. And yes, we all have trauma. We all have depression and weaknesses. But what you're not understanding is, if we're in the image of a God, you have every bit of knowledge out there and every bit of time that y'all all be wasting. Y'all waste. Take the B out of there. trying to, critique my, or not critique, but, better my vocabulary and the way I speak also. I've been doing that all my life. That too. So I don't know how people are able to believe that they're not capable. And one thing I see a lot of, especially in these little chat rooms and on these panels, man, these people are fucking brainwashed and ratchet dumb. Like ratchet dumb. They have no sense of even trying to understand common sense. Here's the domino effect. Your first instinct is probably going to be the right choice. Your first thought, the way you say things to yourself, the way you say things out loud, the movement you make, you don't pay attention to it at first because you're moving along. Everybody's blinded by life itself because that's what they do. They want you not to be the god of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have these religions out there to confuse the fuck out of you. I'm not going to go deep into that because there's a lot of people, feel some type of way because they think that everybody's supposed to think like they're supposed to think. But it really doesn't matter to me. You can think the way you want to think about me. Guess what? You're not going to be in my shoes. You're not going to walk my walk. You're not going to think my think. You're not going to have the swag that I have. Never. But in order to be a man, never being brought up and taught by a man, and you really want to feel that you are that man, put that bullshit aside, man, and learn who the fuck you are. Because if you really think that anything outside of yourself is more important, then you're really wrong. Because how are you supposed to teach, appreciate, learn, do this and that if you ain't at 100 with yourself? If you keep people above, in front, walking side by side with you before you get yourself at 100, you're going to lose. It's going to take you a longer time to get to know yourself. I was on a panel last night with the most blinded motherfuckers in the world, but I seen who wasn't. Those were the quiet ones. They understood, they just didn't want to interject. But let me explain what I mean about my thought process of the domino effect and what helped me, what I use as therapeutic therapy. So I'll take a decision that I've made in life, right? I'll remember the timeline. I'll say I'm 26. You know what? Here's a simple domino effect that lasted till this day. And it's just something simple before I get deep into the details of it. When I was, I would say 17, 18 years old, right after my mother passed, we were left in the house that my older sister had to take care of. Me not knowing that because, I'm young, dumb, and, certain things I was kind of spoiled in the spot. That, not knowing the finances and shit like that. I was never taught that. I was too young for that. But we still had a place. And we was wilding out. We're kids. All three of us. Kids, yeah, there was some sort of responsibility. Our older sister tried to, mother us. But being kids with your mother dying this early, you're rebellious. You don't know how to act out. You react out. And things happen. So, I'm not going to it's not bad. So when she passed, I was like rebellious, angry, but I hid it well. And all I wanted to do was fight, because I grew up fighting. And I wanted to knock something out, like I know I can. So one day this dude owed me money, $50. I wasn't selling no drugs or nothing like that, but I was a hustler. I used to sell everything but drugs. So he kept dodging me. I'm, being simple about it because I'm a humble guy sometimes. And then all of a sudden they called me. I don't know how I got the information. I think they came to my house or something. They came in and was like, "Hey, You know the dude that owes you money? He's sitting out there playing games, dice games, and drinking a 40. I said, how much was that motherfucking 40? What are you drinking? What kind of 40 was it? That's $2.45 for that. He playing dice game. How much he got in his motherfucking hand? They said, how much? Yo, I said 50. Yeah, it looked like he got a little bit more than that. So I see this fucking dodge and bobbing and weaving. He can't pay my motherfucking money. He's like, listen. So I went out there. He's over there playing. He's like, hey, you know, I ain't got your money there. I said, yeah, the word is you already got my shit, brother. And then next thing you know, he said, you know, people say some dumb shit. And my MO is, you know me? That's it. Before you get knocked out, you'll hear that. You know me? I want them to say just one word. I don't, but just like Debo, punched him, he flew into the motherfucking bush. Flew into the bush, knocked out. It's about 1%. You know what I'm saying? And ever since that day, I got the nickname Debo. And I've been knocking motherfuckers out until I turned 40. I mean, until I turned 30, my bad. Until I turned 30. But till this day, at 41, from 17 to 41, they still call me Debo. The people who know me still call everybody around to call me Debo. They know who Debo is. That's a type of domino effect. It's a simple one. Just to see, like, if I never had been an angry, rebellious person and didn't like to fight, didn't knock people out. I mean, big dude, like boy, well, I wasn't boy, but big dude, and knocked him out. And if there wasn't another dude named Debo, I would have never been called Debo. So if I never did that, I would have never went through life being called Debo. Now, another situation with the Debo name, Domino Effect. They use Debo so much that nobody knew my real name. I don't like people ever using my real name. But nobody knew my real name. Everybody's Debo, yes. But who is Debo? Nobody really, like, the people, like, if something happened, if I was to do something, right? And they're like, oh, Debo did it. We don't know who Debo is because that's not my real name. I don't identify. It is what it is. You got people just yelling out names. Hold on a second. Duty and business calls. I'll be up in a minute, sir. Duty calls, money calls. Listen, even though I found out that I have to go in for a while, I picked up the hustle. Like I said, 7 days a week, 2 doubles a day. And y'all know, if you look in my earlier shows, you know I got sleep apnea. I don't sleep. You see me up late night all the time and shit. It is what it is, man. And my knees hurt. I'm still going. Ain't nobody gonna stop this soldier. I'm a motherfucking Aquarius. Aqua Omega Alpha. I won't stop. I won't stop. I know it would have been really dangerous if I didn't have any kids. But now I do. So I have to be I have to be a nice guy. I have to be a nice guy and I have to do things right for them. So that domino effect there is not all right. So I have to take full accountability because that's what most of my shows are about, accountability. So I have to take the accountability in this domino effect this way. If I was a young dumb and slinging a dick all over the place, I would have never got someone pregnant. I would have never got anyone pregnant because I would have been responsible. We're going to end the show pretty soon because I got to make this money. But I would have never been responsible. I am going to do a part 2 of the domino effect. Orders, baby. I am gonna do a part 2. I apologize, but Jim Savage got to make that money, bro. But I do want y'all to, you know what I mean? Because I gotta go. I want to leave y'all with this. Love. Matter of fact, start this way. Think about everybody that's around you. Think about the people you put around you, because that's one of the decisions you made. That's the beginning of one of your domino effects. The people you put around you and accept is your decision. Put that domino up. Now, think about what their worth is in your life and the things they have done for or not for, or have they always been there? What type of person are they? Are they toxic or not? What have they done to make you grow in life, to help you grow in life? If they're just there to be there, you need to start weighing your pros and cons and start eliminating the bullshit that's bringing you down. Start with the people around you. Think about that. And then think about, go back in the past and think about what got you in the same place with that person now still. Why are you still holding on to that person? Are they worth it? Are you loving yourself more with that person? Are you at 100 with that person? Are you at 100 with yourself with that person in your life? Think about that. In order to see that true domino effect is to really put yourself first. How did you fall upon another domino to affect this big, beautiful picture or not beautiful picture that it created through everything falling in your life? If you don't get that, you'll get it in part 2. I gotta go and make this money. I apologize for the short term. Almost made 30 minutes, but money calls. Jim Savage is out.
Y'all can't hear Jim.